with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Difficult loss here tonight for the Moose Jaw Warriors as they fall 2-1 to the Kelowna Rockets in a tightly contested game here in downtown Moose Jaw. It was a tough goal in that third period that gives Kelowna the win, one that kind of bounced off a couple of players and into the back of the net for Andrew Crystal's second of the night, 17th of the season, and gave them the 2-1 victory here over the Moose Jaw Warriors. Warriors pushed late looking for that equalizer but couldn't put it over the line and come away with the loss here tonight. I'm Marc Smith, and this is the IKS Media Warriors Live post-game show. We have plenty to go over. We'll hear from the Warriors locker room from head coach Mark O'Leary in just a little bit. We'll also have your out-of-town scoreboard, the Connexus save of the night, and 3 stars. But we start with the game scoring summary, and it started with Andrew Crystal getting his 16th of the season at 8:18 of the first period, and that was the only goal in that opening frame. There was a goal in each period of this hockey game. The next one came from Pavel McKenzie's 6th of the season late in that second period, 18-19 for that goal. Harper Lolliker picking up the assists for the Warriors, and they tied the game going into the third. And then in the third period, Kelowna with a lot of pressure early on, a big save from Jackson Unger, and then just moments later, Andrew Crystal's 17th of the season ricochets off a couple of players and into the back of the net, and that would be the game-winning goal coming at 11:52. The Warriors did press after that, but couldn't find the equalizer to send this game into overtime, falling 2-1 and extending their losing skid to 4 games now here. So the Warriors looking to find some good positive vibes after another tough loss here on home ice. Let's take a look at the shots in this game. 13-12 in that third period, 40-33 overall for the Kelowna Rockets on the night. Power plays, neither team able to strike with the man advantage. Kelowna going 0 for 1, while Moose Jaw was 0 for 3 with the power play in this game. Let's take a look at the 3 stars of the hockey game. Your third star was Jake Pilon with 32 saves on the night. He was very good and very sharp when he needed to be for the Rockets between the pipes there in the back end. And then your second star tonight is Jackson Unger, making 38 saves for the Moose Jaw Warriors. He was the second star. This game would not be as tight as it was without Jackson Unger. He came through very big for the Moose Jaw Warriors. And your first star is the Washington Capitals' second-round pick, Andrew Crystal, with 2 goals here on the night, the only 2 goals for the Kelowna Rockets. Some other Warriors had some very good games. Lucas Brenton stepped up really big, I think. Lyndon Lakovich had a great game on his birthday. Tried very hard to get that goal, but just couldn't put it in the back of the net. So those are your 3 stars of the hockey game. Jake Pilon is your third star. Jackson Unger, second star. Andrew Crystal is the first star here tonight for the Kelowna Rockets. Let's take a look at the Connexus save of the night. It was a big one in the third period for Jackson Unger coming in over the line. Nice passing play by the Rockets, but Jackson Unger goes across the crease and gets that glove on it. Big glove save there from the 18-year-old netminder. That kept the game tied at 1 at that point. Jackson Unger sprawling out to make that stop. Going one way, then back the other way. Strong push off. robs Crystal on that one and kept that game tied. Crystal would be able to put the Rockets in front just a few moments after that, though, and give them the 2-1 victory. So Warriors fall in this one 2-1 to the Kelowna Rockets. We'll take a quick break. We'll have hear from the Warriors locker room and get your out-of-town scoreboard updates after this on IKS Media Warriors Live.
Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. And more and more and more and more and more. And more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Yeah!
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center as we continue to make our way through the post-game show. Warriors falling 2-1 to the Kelowna Rockets here tonight in downtown Moose Jaw. We're still waiting to hear from Warriors head coach Marc O'Leary. So we'll take a look at the Sask Lottery's out-of-town scoreboard. It's a quiet night in the WHL with just 2 games. This was one of 2, and the other one is a 3-0 win for the Prince Albert Raiders. Actually, they're up 3-0 on the Kamloops Blazers late in that third period. Goal in each period for the Raiders to take the 3-0 lead into that. About 2 minutes left in the third period of that game up in northern Saskatchewan. Kamloops will be here in Moose Jaw coming up on Friday night to take on the Warriors as they continue their East Division road trip. Moving over to the National Hockey League, where there's 10 games on the schedule here tonight. The Toronto Maple Leafs picking up a massive 7-3 win over the New York Rangers in New York. So that's a big victory for Toronto Maple Leafs and Maple Leaf fans around the country as they go into New York and knock off the Rangers 7-3. The Carolina Hurricanes skate to a 4-1 win over the Ottawa Senators in Ottawa, taking out the Sens here tonight. And that one, other games still getting underway, late games over here in the western part of the country. The Chicago Blackhawks and Edmonton Oilers. Chicago is up 1-0. It's the first meeting of Connor McDavid and Connor Bedard, the two first overall picks. And Bedard has struck early in that game, his 12th of the season, to put the Blackhawks up 1-0 on the Edmonton Oilers there in that game. And in Vancouver, Braden Point scored for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they are tied with the Vancouver Canucks at 1-1. They're late in the first period of that game. Continuing with the NHL, it's the Calgary Flames up 1-0 on the Vegas Golden Knights. That game also in the first period, midway through the first period there in Vegas. And still to come later on tonight, the Winnipeg Jets will be in San Jose to take on the Sharks in the late game there in San Jose. So busy night in the NHL, a couple of games in the WHL. We're still waiting to hear from Warriors head coach Marc O'Leary down in the Warriors locker room after this game. We'll take another quick break and hopefully hear from the coach when we come back next on IKS Media Warriors Live.
Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. And more and more and more and more and more. And more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Yeah!
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center. We continue to make our way through a 2-1 loss for the Moose Jaw Warriors to the Kelowna Rockets here tonight in downtown Moose Jaw. Tough one for the Warriors. It's their fourth straight loss, dropping their record to 17-13-0-2 on the season. So want to finish the first half of the regular season on a good note. They will take on the Kamloops Blazers and Brandon Wheat Kings coming up this weekend to finish off the first half. Kamloops in town on Friday, then the Warriors head to Brandon on Saturday. The second half of the regular season will start on the 29th for the Warriors when they square off with the Regina Pats here in downtown Moose Jaw. So Warriors looking to get some good momentum going into the Christmas break after falling here tonight. Let's head down to the Warriors locker room where I'm being joined by head coach Marc O'Leary after tonight's game. And Coach, this was a game, another one where you guys were generating chances, had some good looks to try to put some more goals on the scoreboard, but just couldn't find a way to push it over the line and end up coming up a bit short in this one. I guess your thoughts on how this game played out.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I thought we played hard. Everybody we probably deserved a better fate. I don't think, our first period, I thought for sure, especially the power plays, probably would have liked some of those opportunities back. And like we talk about, you never know when the biggest moment of the game could come. It could come early in the first, it can come late in the third. But to a man, I thought we played hard, we competed, we worked for 60 minutes, and I thought we deserved a better fate.
What can you say to the team after a game like this? I know that's got to be frustrating when you do all the things right and just don't get rewarded for it.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest parts of life, to be honest. Sometimes you try as hard as you can, you do a lot of things really well, but life's competitive. Hockey's competitive. There's another team trying too, and they got a bounce tonight with the game winner, and we didn't. But the most important thing is, we remember that feeling of how disappointing it is, but know what we did to, put ourselves in good position. The effort and the compete, if it's there, like it was there tonight, the results will be much different many more times as the year goes on here, and I truly believe that.
You guys get Kamloops coming in on Friday. How much do you guys just need to refresh and regroup as you get ready for that game here in the hangar?
Yeah, it can't come soon enough, to be honest with you. Again, if we can rinse and repeat this effort that we had tonight, I like our chances. The looks that we had really in all three periods, if we get those again, I feel pretty good about them going in the net. So it's just being mentally prepared, making sure that we're doing what we need to do in terms of our details. But again, I believe in the skill of this group, but we just need to bring that effort and compete level like we did tonight again on Friday.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for joining me after tonight's game, and good luck on Friday against Kamloops.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks to Warriors head coach Marc O'Leary for joining us here on the post-game show. Warriors fall 2-1 to the Kelowna Rockets here tonight. They'll be back in action Friday against the Kamloops Blazers. We will have your pregame, postgame shows on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The pregame show starts at 6:45 for that one here on your socials as you can tune in live for pregame and postgame shows all season long. But the Warriors falling in this one 2-1 tonight on IKS Media Warriors Live.